Hi guys, today I'll be trying to teach you how to use correlation in SPSS. So all you have to do first is to open your SPSS, and once you have opened your so basically after you have opened your SPSS, it will show you this, the data view and the variable view. So you need to make use of this data view in order to input all your data. So suppose you want to correlate the age of your respondents. So suppose this is the first. So in the variable view, you have to type the name age, and then you have to type numeric. This represents what type of data you is the age. So since our age is in numeric, we can say that the age data is numeric. And then on the label, we can disregard that. And on the values later, we will be placing that. And what is important in the variable view is your measure. So in our case, we need to consider what type of data is age. It could be nominal, just for the name. It could be ordinal, suppose there is this specific rank. And the scale, meaning your data is continuous or like, yeah. So in this case, we can say that age can be a bit of nominal. How come that the age will be nominal, meaning just for the name? So age will become a nominal if it is used just for category or like classification, but it becomes, sorry, just for classification. But if you use age for like a particular set of groupings, it is it can be considered ordinal, like. And then there is this added order in the age. Say for instance, ages 10 to 15 is like lower compared to 16 to 19. So if you added those order, then it becomes ordinal. But for this sake, we will be labeling age as a nominal value. And then we can suppose you like to test the correlation of age and the the relationship of age with the study habit. So you can type study habits as your name of your data, and then you press enter, and that's numeric type of data. That means you want to add number on the study habits. So you can edit this numeric. You can make it into a string or custom currency, dollar or what. So that's it. And then, so since our study habit is continuous, we can use scale. Okay. Now, after having this data, we can say on my end, I can say that age is the independent variable and the study habit is the dependent variable. So, study habit, we can say that this is in hours and age in years. So, in data, you see there is already an age column and study habits column. Now, you can just add values for this. So, suppose you had a survey wherein you grouped, say, 15 to 19 years old, and then 20 to 24 years old, say 15 to 19 years old, and then 20 to 24 years old, and then 25 to 29 years old. That's it. So this is your grouping in your age in your questionnaire. Now, you want to express this grouping in terms of numbers. So you have to code this groupings. Say for instance, I want to say 15 to 19 years old. I want to label this as 1. 10 to 24 years old, I want to label this as 2. And 25 to 29 years old, I want to label this as 3. Now, in correlation, it was it has to be properly coded, meaning the responses of the respondents regarding your questionnaire say how old are you, and then there is a checkbox that where they will be able to check their years. It must be properly coded. So in our case, suppose you have 10 respondents that have said they are 15 to 19 years old, so you just have to add 1 on your age, and that equivalent to 10 values. So suppose you have 30 respondents, and then you have 10 respondents on 10 to 24 years old, so you have to add 2. So that's 10 respondents. This is just an ideal sample of data. And then 25 to 29 years old on your respondents are 10. So 10 respondents under 25 to 29 years old, so you have to add 3 values, okay? So this is coding. This is the initial thing you have to do in after gathering your data in your questionnaire, suppose. And then your study habits, say this respondent number 1, so you can say this is respondents number. Now suppose respondents number 1, 10, and suppose respondents 1 to 10 have responded that their study habits are 3 hours. So, based on your questionnaire, suppose in your questionnaire you have, you made a Likert scale from 1 to 5 regarding different indicators under study habits, but this time we will just be getting the mean study habits of the respondents, say from Likert scale 1 to 5. So we will be disregarding the hour. So the hour that we first mentioned. Now, suppose the interpretation of, the checklist in your questionnaire is, say, for instance, um, Likert scale from 1 to 5, you are asked each respondent to answer the indicators under study habits, and their responses were 4, 4, 5, no, not 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, meaning for that specific variable study habit, their responses are this. So in a Likert scale type, then 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So this is your initial data. And these two variables can be correlated. All you have to do is just click Analyze and then Regression. Linear, and then you have to add the dependent variable study habit, and you drag the study habits to this area, and then the independent variable is age, so you have to drag it here. Okay, so now you can click OK. But before clicking OK, you can select statistics here. So estimates, model fit, R squared change, this is very essential. And then you have to check this collinearity diagnostics in order to check if your data is collinear. So there are assumptions in using correlation, linear regression. And then part and partial correlations, let's check this. And then descriptives, and then confidence interval, 95 covariance. You can check all of this, okay? But be careful because it will go back to the results, okay, meaning you might be overwhelmed by the result of your data. So continue, and then you can select plots, so you can add scatter plot, so you can say dependent, so I forgot this one, but you can, so that's it. Let's just try it, okay, but I'm not sure with the plots this time. But we can click OK after that, and then it will generate the result. Just wait for a minute. Just wait for a minute. And this is your result now. Regression. You have to check the your descriptive statistics. meaning N, you have 30 respondents, and then the correlation, you have to check this correlation here. The value of person correlation, negative age, negative 0.547. So meaning, and then, yep, this one here, you can check these correlations. You can see that there is a negative correlation, okay, with age. So that's negative percent correlation. So next, the model summary. You can see the R here, the value which is 0.547, which means that there is a slightly strong correlation, meaning there is a slightly strong correlation, meaning as the age increases or decreases, the study habit of the respondents can increase or decrease too. So since, as you can see here, there is a negative correlation, meaning as the age increases, the study habit of the respondents decreases. So that's it. You have already conducted your correlation. All you have to do is to like interpret the data. So that's just simple. You, you just have to look on the value of this, the R value. So that's it for today.